All right, so in this video, we're going to create our initial account or login for our first time and create our account in NetSuite. So NetSuite is owned by Oracle now, so it says Oracle NetSuite, but I'll refer to it as NetSuite most of the time. So you were given an account username, and it's in Blackboard. And you were also provided in the instructions in the other video in the ERP Project memorandum that the initial password is NetSuite at 1 2 3 4 5 6. I don't know if I keyed that in right. Let me key that back in. Net, capital N-E-T, S-U-I-T-E, at symbol 1 2 3 4 5 6. Don't want to save my password. Okay, so it's going to ask you your role. I'm going to do admin. And I might get logged. Okay, it didn't. Whew. All right, you can read the agreement that for the education account license, which is a trial account agreement, and then the privacy agreement if you want. I've already read it. And for the purposes of this video, also, I'm not going to pull it up or read it while you're watching the video. There's a chance I'm fixing to get, okay. So you'll change your password here. So you'll do old password. You'll put NetSuite at 1 2 3 4 5 6. And then your new password, following the instructions provided in the instruction memorandum, you'll do Parker Rocks. Capital P-A-R-K-E-R, rocks with a capital R, and end in an exclamation point. You'll do it twice, you'll click confirm. When you do, you'll come to this screen. I don't want to use up that account. I have 2 extra accounts actually, and NetSuite is so robust and so powerful. It recognizes I already had an account and it kept logging me out. And if I go any further, it'll log me out and I'll use up a student account. I don't want to. So now what you need to do is you need to follow the security questions. The instructions say to have 3 security questions. The first one being, what is the name of your favorite teacher? And that will be Parker. And you can unhide the answers and you can see what you're typing. What city did you meet your significant other? Whether you have or haven't, that's all good. We're just going to go with Aiken anyway. And then in what city, town, state, whatever, was your first job? There we go. And if we type in Aiken and Aiken only, NetSuite will say, no, you cannot have the same answer for 2 different security questions. So we'll put Aiken space SC. Now let's have all 3 security questions the same, all of us, in the same password. That way, if something happens and need to help you get back into your account, it can, because you can't restore your work. If you can't get back in your account, you have to start all over. And we'll click save. Please, 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 please. Yeah, I did it again. All right. I'm just going to close you out. I'm going to say no. Close. Just let me do what I need to do this time. Okay, so when you get into the project and you're following the project, it's going to say change your role to sales. We already did, but oh yeah, we're already there. So we're good. So we don't have anything else to do. All right, so, which is perfect. So there's instructions in Blackboard, and you want this file. And I'm going to start off with this file just a little bit, and then I'm going to let you guys take over. Because once you're in there and you follow the directions, this thing just falls right into place. Because the directions really are a step-by-step process. So I don't think I need to do too much with you. Just get you started. So hopefully you were easily able to get to this point. And from here on out, it will be, I'm sure if you just follow the directions step by step by step, it will be smooth sailing. So when you're in sales, you want to go to opportunities. Then you want to go to transactions and then sales orders, new. And this is live, being recorded live. I'm doing this live. It's slow. All right, so now if you were to look in your turn-in sheet, it would ask you for the sales order number, 708. So part of the turn-in sheet's already completed. And then if you're following the directions, it will ask you to note that the sales order, so you need to write that down on your turn-in sheet. You need to change the order date to 09/26/2018. And then to look for the customer, and we're going to look for customer we're going to look for customer 3M. You can do list or you can do a search. Let's do list. And there's 3M. Now, I already knew 3M was the first one, so I went with it, right? But, you know, you could have done search and just typed in 3M. So if you didn't know, if you knew it was your first couple and you did the pull down menu then in the list, then that would be great. If you like to go through the scroll like this, that would be great. Let me just pull this back up one more time. You just scroll through, right? Or you can just search. You could even do pull down menu and then search, right? So there's more than one way to accomplish that. All right, and this is where I'm going to go through just a little bit with you. So to key in, because we're taking an order from a customer, right? We sell, right? We're Gillink and we sell, and our customer 3M is called up and they want to buy. They want to buy some material from us. Before I go any further, if you recall from when we were working with Access, we have a header. Now this header is not going to change. We can add as many lines down here as we want. 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines. We're going to do 3 lines, but this header will not change. So the customer name, the date, sales rep, location, they can change, but it won't change again for this order. Okay. And then also there's going to be a summary here, the total order. All right, so what are they buying? Well, they're buying apparel, and if you're following the instructions, you know that space, colon, apparel, Oxbow shirt. Like I was saying, if you're following the directions, then you know what they're ordering. And I misspelled it. See that? I still have a misspelled word. Okay, W. There we go. And now that I have it spelled right, it's going to come up. And the first one is small. And we want to order 10. So I double clicked with my mouse and I changed that to a 10 and I tabbed. And now I'm going to hit enter. All right, and now we're ready for another one. Apparel. Now, I'm not going so fast, right? But if I did this every day and I knew how to spell Oxbow, I would eventually get really fast at it and be very productive. So here's our Oxbow medium, and they're going to order 10 of these. I had to double click. I thought I did it twice. The system's running a little slow, so let me move my picture up here. And then I hit enter. And I hit enter. There we go. And the last one is going to be a large. And there, XL, meaning, oh, there it is, large. All right. All right, I think we did it. All right, so we have a total now of $16.50 right here, and that's correct. we want to start reviewing some things before we move on. We need to look at the shipping tab. Right there, see where my mouse is? And we want to, I don't know if there's anything. So we'll see where it's being shipped to. It's being shipped FedEx. I thought the required date needed to be changed. Did I not put that in the instructions? On 26/15. All right, and you just go through it and you review everything else. Check the activities tab. Still, we see this header hasn't changed. We've tapped on, clicked through most of these tabs, and this has not changed in here. And you want to look at the email confirmation right there. And once the order is taken, we'll get an email confirmation. All right. And you can change different things here. It could be phone, different types of activities. It could be tasks, phone calls, user notes, whatever. There's so much information can be captured here. But this is going to be where we send the order confirmation and invoice and all that to them. All right, so we want to click Save. All right, so, oh, okay. So I clicked Save and it didn't save anything. Oh, there it goes. So it's, wow, this is slow. So I'm actually glad this is happening in case it happens to you. I'm on the campus today and I'm using the Wi-Fi and I've got the Screencast-O-Matic going, so it's slow, and it could be, really realistic for some of y'all that it could go that slow. And I clicked it twice, and you saw it said that it's already been saved, and then after that the confirmation came up showing that it was saved and the order has been confirmed. And we need to change. I'm going to start with you just a little bit, and it's where I'm going to get out of here. All right. So one more thing, I'm going to change to warehouse. Following the directions. This is actually 14. So well, how about that? I'm glad this happened also. So in what city or town was your first job? And that is Aiken, South Carolina. Oh, I typed it in. I should not have left it. I think what I did was after SC, I had a space and it picked up on it. So I'm glad I unhid the answer. Spinning. And now it let me transition into warehouse operations. We get a different dashboard. And, in the real world, because of separation of the duties, you couldn't have done that. If you're in this area and you got limited access because of separation of duties. Maybe if you're an officer of the corporation, you'd have a broader range of access, maybe read only. And this is another area that if you're in sales, you wouldn't have access to. But this is an educational exercise, not anything to do with the real world, really. All right, as far as, being limited to a certain role and a certain access in NetSuite. So then you'll do, and then I think this is where I'm going to let y'all go. So we'll select shipping, and then we'll click select shipping again, shipping, and then print tickets, pick tickets. Okay, so all right. Find your sales order number, right there we are. And then you'll click the check box. Let me see if it'll let me do it. In case you're wondering, I have this, I don't think y'all can see it, but I have this thing in the way because of Screencast-O-Matic, my software I'm using to record this video. So he says to click that. I finally got it out of the way. Put your check mark there in the box to the left, and then select print.